Hi everybody, we are back to the new topic that is called file permissions. So let's understand the quick theory behind the file permissions and we will do some mathematics. So what is file permission? There is a file or folder. So there is a file and folder. So if you understand the file permissions, that's somewhere almost similar for the folder also. So you have to concentrate on the understand the entire the process for the file permission. So permissions, what are the permission do we have? This is very important to access your file with the proper permissions. Okay, so first we have multiple users, suppose xyg1 users, second user something called admin, third user your root itself, it's a that's your file system root itself, and other what you want to add, you can add multiple user also. So every user having need to provide some permission to access for the file and folder. Okay, permissions you have to. So how you have to check the file permission, we will see that. Before going that, let's do some mathematics and understand how this file system work, by which math it's going to work. So we have three permissions mathematically. My pen. Yep. Three permission. First permission say that's called read. Second permission called write. Third, having top execution. Executions. So this is in short form R W X. That's a short form. So wherever you see this short form means the read, write, executions. So there is a binary positioning of this. So how many bit, if I will go for bit wise, so this is one bit, second bit, third bit. So understand what are the three bits means we have. So first bit is execution, second bit is write, third bit is called read. So how many combination? Let's do the combination. 0 0 0. This is one combination. Second 0 0 1 0 1 0 1 0. Sorry guys, here I have the take. This is okay. So we have fourth one 0 1 1, fifth one 1 0 0 1 0 1, then 1 1 0. This is the 8 combination which start from 0 till 7. That's clear. Okay, so it's give you each having a combination of the permission. It's having no permission at all, means all the bits are off, all the bits are off, all the bits are off, means no permission. If you see 111 means all the bit is on, means you have all permission. You have read enable, write enable, and execution means you have highest permission. So you can see wherever you will see the 7 is the highest permission, wherever you will see the 0 sorry guys, is lowest, not lowest, no permission at all. So if you give, this is the again for execution, this is for write, this is for what is execution and write, this is for write permission only, read only, and this is read and execution. and this is read and write, and last one is, so all the 7 combination having different meaning. Okay, that's a easy understand. Now every
Ashutosh, but how you identify this? Like 001 is only X or 01 is only W? Is there any like
yes, that I
how?
explain you, Jitendra. The position, what is the position of first bit? This I given
But
you positioning of bit na. 3 bit, how do I get the 3 bit? Because first bit belong to the execution, second bit belong to the write, third bit belong to the read. Okay, so if you do this is 1, what is the value of this is 1.
oh, okay, okay, Ashutosh, understand. Sorry,
Okay,
understand.
this enable, I wrote this, there is a meaning, guys. Everyone clear? I also on the same page.
Yes, yes,
I think
yes,
you
yes. I have.
lost the. Okay, so because this one I have enabled this position, so means execution is enable. Okay, if I enable the right position, means both the position read and execution is off, only the right permission you have. If you enable
Yeah,
these
Ashway,
two, yeah.
uh, okay, I understand that bidding, like it's on and off, but just one question, like the row wise, like RWX, it is fixed, or maybe we can find like
No, 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 no.
XWR or
This is
WRX.
fixed. This is
Okay.
fixed entire Linux system, guys. There is no. This is
Oh,
there is no manipulation over our entire file system. What I'm going to teach you here, you have to throughout the Linux, throughout the any kind of even Ansible or DevOps, you're going to use the same file format system. I break it in very bits and bytes. You have to understand. There is lots of teaching organization who never go for the bitwise understanding. If you remember bitwise, you will able to control your file system on this magic bits. Okay, no need to remember. So you have to remember this only bits. Means write, you have to give 2 number. Only read and write, what is the number? 3 is read and write, sorry, write and execution. And only read only, you have to number is 4. And read and execution, we have 5 number. And if you go for the uh, read and write, that will be 6. And all the permission it will. This is the fix. Okay, now, so every file, this is permission bitwise. Okay, and this number define kind of what type of permission do you have. This is clear, guys? Comfortable?
Yes, yes.
Now go to next thing. There's something called to whom I have to permit, to whom I have to give this permissions. I have to authorize someone. So 3 things. First, owner. Okay. Second, we have group, and third, all, others or all. First, third is others actually, and fourth coming all. Fourth is combine of this, means to whom I will give the permission. So first, it's coming the owner, means every file system having 3 things: owner, group, and others. If all 3 you want to use, so you can use a keyword all, it will give all the permission, same permission to all the group, means all the, the features. So first owner, who is the owner? Who created the system? Root. Okay, generally it's belong to root or any user, specific admin user. Then group, we have well defined group, means if you define give the permission to any group, means the group belong to, if the 10 user, they all the 10 user will get the same permission. So you have to, the user supposed to be part of that group for getting, like we have inbuilt group that is called admin group in Linux. by default. If any user become the part of that admin, you will get all the permission. What do we have? For other, you have to define, means those are not belong to owner or any specific group they define. The other, what permission you want. So how it's going to define this? Let me go for next page. How you going to define this? So three-way first. So you will see every file system having separated by the every file system you will see the separated by 3. So first belong to the owner, that's a RW. This is owner. Second RWX belong to the group. Third RWX belong to the others.
Other.
So let's see the example, then we'll come back on this again. Let me I'm not so come to my yes. So this is Control L. Let's clear the screen and LSL. I will do the simple command and we will see this. So there is huge number of file and folder we can see. So concentrate here. If you first this symbol, either it will come with the dash, either it will come with the D. If it's coming with the dash, means it's a file. If it is coming with the D, it's a, what is that? That is anyone? Directory, yes. So first, before defining this, you have either starting with the dash or the D. This is for file and this is for directory. Directory, all folder. Directory is nothing, folder. What do you understand? Clear? Now, after that, we have 9 dash separated by them some space. Now you can see we have first one. I will see directory, that's a backup file. This is the directory having read write execution, means this is for owner. Then another read write execution for the home, for the group, and read dash x means here only read and execution permission for others. Clear, guys? Now come to the file system. This is belong to file because it started with the dash. So we have read write permission for owner. For the group also read write. For the other we have read only. Clear? Understanding? Clear? You understand the file structure. Every bits and byte I will make you understand. Clear, guys? Comfortable? Now the word coming here, you can see 2 words, student. Why it's coming to roots and roots? So what I told you, there is owner and group, and third is called others. Others means anyone I should not define, but I have to define my owner and I have to define my group because that's important. Others, anyone else, but I have to define my group and my owner. So for this directory, who is my owner? Student is owner. And what is the group of? The student belong to the group of student group. So student is a owner also, and there is a group called student. Same way we have another user that is called owner, and we have another group that is root. So let's do some lab and understand how do I change the group, how do I change the owner. Owner I can't change because we have to log in with the owner. We can change the owner also if I. So we have 3 command you should understand. The first command is called, this is called change group, grp. Change group, this is the first command which supposed to use for to you want to change the group for any file system. Second, we have change the owner. If you want to change your owner and their permissions, okay, here also group and permissions. So we will see one by one each and every. And third, and the very powerful, that is called change the mode. Change the mode means permissions, what permissions want to. This is, so we will see explicitly each and every command. Apart from that, we have something. Okay, wait, let me complete this one. So there is 2 method by doing these things. First method is called numeric method. You can change using the numeric, means what we have started our class with the to assignment of bitwise. Okay, so use the number and change the file permission system. Sorry, this is 0. This is numeric. Second method, you can use the group wise, identification wise, or you want to change by looking on the rx, not bitwise, not number byte, rwx, this alphabet wise we have. So there is 2 method of changing, both the method will, and this is the very easy method. Let's first see the one easy method. Before doing that, we will understand the change group, change owner, and change mode, how to use that and what is the impact of that. Okay, so I'm going to clear my screen, and we have lsl, and I can see some file. I'm going to create my own file rather than playing with the existing file. So I'm going to create one file, and I will create one user. Before that, I want to create one user. How to create one user? So you can study, you just Google and you can able to see that how to create the user. This is the adding the username. So very easy name, sudo add user username. So that is a sudo add user username. So I'm giving you asu1 is a 1. They are asking the permission privilege password to create, so I have given this. Now you understand here what happened. Adding the user asu1, adding the new group, it's automatic define group 1002, adding the new user 1001 with the group asu1 means as soon as you create user, they will create the same name as group. Same name as group. You can say group asu1 they have created. Means I have created user, they create group also. But they will not given any permission to your group. Without permission, the group, there is no meaning of group. So you need to pass the permission. Before that, they are asking what is the password. You have to define the password. So I'm not going to change anything. I'm going to keep as a asu1 is a password. I have to confirm. Okay. Now full name, press enter the default. So I just keep all the things as a default. Yes. Remaining I want to keep as a default. I don't want to invest the time in that. So let's see that what happened. Any file do we have in that asu1? Do we have any file for that user? No, because we are logged in with the something called student. So let's create one file. Okay, so I'm going to show you for file, same thing you have to for folder, little bit difference we will discuss later. So let's spend the time for the file. So how to create any file? cat is an easy way to create file. I'm going to redirect any file that the test for the date. I will give the date, today's date, the 8th Jan, to keep the add gen txt file I have created. So this is testing file. I have given some content. Close this. So we have one file with the content test file. Let's see that the lsl. I will do grep the piping of test text. Then piping.
Actually, use this, I guess, wildcard, that inverted comma, I guess.
It's a space, Ashway.
Oh yes.
After hyphen, I guess.
Hyphen, there's a space. Okay, let me see this. Why it's not coming? ls. Yes, we have. There's maybe a space or something. Okay, so this is file. Just I want to see this only. Great. What happened? st. Okay, there's a space taking. If I will do, yeah. Okay, thank you guys, because it's taking a space over there. Now let's understand. We have created, by default it's created into student because I'm the student. I logged in with the user student. No, if someone going to use login as you asu1 then only, but I want to change this. This is made for the how you want to change the group. First I want to change this group. Very easy. We have group, another group that's called asu1. We already saw that. So if you don't have group, it will give you warning. Let's check it out. So we have change group and give enter. What is missing operand? So what you have to give your group name. So who is your group name? I want to give asu. Suppose 1 2 3 मैंने दिया, and then forward the text file. Okay, if I will do this, there is no group called asu 1 2 3. What going to give? They are invalid group. So this is the error message which supposed to be redirected, and you're going to get to know there is no group that's called. But we have already, we saw that there is a group called asu1. We know that we already defined this. So changing group of txt operation not permitted. So why? Let's do the sudo. Who will change this? Who will change this? Owner can change. If you have execution permission, you can see you have to do sudo command. Now it's changed. Using the sudo command
Owner?
means you become the owner of that file. So now let's see that what's the,
Group member can't change. Group member.
or the same thing I told you. No, you can't change if you don't have privilege. Sorry guys. Okay, you can't change if you are not owner of this. Means for this user you're supposed to be have privilege access, means that's a sudo. If you use the sudo command, then only you are able to change. Okay, without privilege access you are not able to change. Okay guys, because you are an admin, you are changing the others users file. Try to understand. You are giving the something to others group, not from your group. So you need the sudo privilege. You can able to change with your privilege access. Okay, now you can change from student. The group has changed to the asu1. Okay, now I want to change this file owner also. So who is the owner right now? Student itself. I want to make him become asu1 because I have created, or any other user I want to create as a ownership, I'm going to transfer from student to root, because we have a root everyone having. So let's change. This time I will change the owner of that file to the group that is called root, and then next. Okay, you can't change because you need the permissions. Again, we have to use the sudo. For this, you have need to do privilege one. Again, I uses the privilege word. Jitendra, you have to remember there is no privilege command I given here. Here sudo I used. That is meant you have privilege access. So let's check the.
Okay.
Now the owner become root, or I want to change the owner as asu1. I will do asu1. Just so you can see, you can change your ownership as well as your group. Okay, that's part clear. This is one part. Now there is a permissions. I want to change the file and permissions. These are the permissions. By default, if you see every file, whatever you file you will create, by default this is the permissions. Every file, if you are not going to do, means they will assume read and write for the file, for the owner, of course. Read and write for the, for whom? For the group. Read only for the others. So let's change. How do we change this permission? Let me clear the screen now. Now I'm in this file system. I'm going to change the permission. So there is two method. Numeric method later I will go. First alphanumeric, alphabetic method. So how you have to change? So you can see that there is a RW. So if you want to add, you want to remove anything, you can follow this. So that is called change mode. Okay, and then followed by, like, I want to change the group permission. So group permission, this is will be the group permission, middle wala, and this is owner permission, first three, and this is the others. So I want to change for group, add execution, add execution. So I will give X, and then I will give the test. So let's see what, and I have to give the sudo command, of course, otherwise what happened. See, I'm going to check the permission. I have added group to execution. Can you see the group added with the execution? Earlier it was the blank. Everyone able to see that? Earlier it was the blank, but now execution added. I want to remove that, so let's remove. So what I will do, I will just do the minus X, minus, I can remove this. So let's see what happened. It's removed. So now execution removed. I want to add anything to any owner I want to do, or let me do for owner I need execution. So I will add execution. I will add execution plus 2, and let's see the owner has changed with the execution. Sorry, O for others, O for others. So others have the execution, O for others. For Warner, I forget. Anyone, do you have idea about what about the? Okay, let me go for the
I
my
think
file
it's you.
system. Yes. What is the keyword?
I think it's you.
You, no,
You?
not you. File system for representations I have given here. Read write users. Okay, users group. Yes, let me use this you, because I'm not so used to this. Okay, combination you, let me use this. So guys, you just follow this, and here and the ownership permissions, and go for you. I want to, what I will do, I will remove the execution in this, and I will add owner u plus, let me not give, no need to give the space because a space is not, you should not give a space, means I am removing the execution from others and adding the user with the execution. So let's see that. Yeah, it's working. You removed read only. So you understand, this is a very easy method you can do. Just you have to no need to give the space, you followed with the,
But actually, in this execution is not there for this. Okay, okay. The user for edit. I was looking in other. Okay, understand.
so suppose you want to do anything in the file permission system, you can do by sudo command. You have to need the means the privilege access, then only you are able to modify this thing. Suppose I want to remove the write access from the from the from the group, I can remove this. Okay, so how we will remove? So we will use the group g and remove with the right. Now so your right access. So now keep everything as a default. What is the default? Let's go for the default one. So default is read write. This is the read write, and this you have to add. These are the operator for, sorry, this only read only. Okay, and for user we have to add read write, and for group we have the default. So that's supposed to be default. Now it's a default, a user having read write access. Okay, it's a,
Actually, one question.
yes.
So, since we have changed those permissions, so do we need to explicitly save those permission, or suppose after reload the terminal, those permission revoked or something, or like it is auto like explicitly saved?
Suppose
So
I
we don't need
close
to.
this terminal, you will go for any terminal I'm closing. This is the, not going to save anything. It's a by default. If you change this is permanently. That's why they ask you the privilege command.
Okay.
Okay, that's why they ask you the privilege command. Otherwise, there's no meaning of the privilege command, right? They ask you, this is permanently going to be done. Whatever you have changed. Clear? Now go to the next level. How we going to do using the numeric method? This is the alphabetic wise. I read the read write access. How are you going to change? That's the most easiest way. Okay, you can do that. That's a change mode. Now it's a, see how damn easy this is if you go for the bitwise. So what is the permission of first? What is the permission? If I want to ask them 777 here, I want 6,
One, one.
so I will give 6 for the first. Second, I want 4, and third also I want 4. I want 0. So 640 I want permission for this. So every number belong to each owner, group, and others. So you can see 640, and sorry, we have to give the sudo command. Let me open another terminal. Not sometimes it's a hang, guys, so be careful. So ls yes, okay, so I'm changing change mode and give the
Use sudo command, Ashwin,
permissions.
otherwise.
Permissions, I mean 640 for others, and
Ashwin, use sudo command, otherwise again
yes,
you have
yes,
to.
yeah, that's the sudo command. And so you see here, my permission is 640. 6 means 4 plus 2. So if you see in whiteboard, I already given 6 plus 4 here 6. What is the permission I have given here? 640. 640, how you define this is the 4 plus 2. If you go for 3-bit, so you will write 6 is like this, and this will be right execution command. Okay, so 6 and 4 will be this, and the 0 will be this. So 6 says that read and write, and 4 says that read only, and 0 said no permission. So you can see here read write, read only, and no permission. Clear, guys? Is it damn easy or not? If you change like this, anything you want to do, I want to give everyone permission. 777, this is highest, everyone do everything. Never you allow this, guys. This is not a practice at all. It's not a good practice. You see every group having read write, read 7 7. Okay, this is meaning, this is a very powerful command. So I never give the everything to the others. So of course I will give read only. Read only means 4. Read only means 4. You can see we have read one. Okay, comfortable, guys? If you have any question, you can
Yes.
ask me and go through this PDF. I have given lots of stuff. This is not going to use every time. You are not going to frequently going to use this. But however, while we will go for the Ansible and other stuff, you will see we have to some specific place we have to change the permission. We have to play with the permissions. Okay, so this is more than enough. We will see you in next class with the new topic that is called piping. Bye bye.